Good morning. So, the reflection this morning is a bit of a challenge because Sally's steer to us all is to give a cheerful thought for the midweek reflection that allows us to go cheerfully into the week. And of course, today is Ash Wednesday, which marks the start of Lent, the 40 days when we look to give something up to remind ourselves of what Jesus gave up for us on his path to the cross. And it's even more difficult at this time of our lives, given that we've spent a year giving things up, and not in a voluntary way either. So, forgive me this challenge this morning, but let's see where we can go. So, Ash Wednesday is a day when we'd often receive a cross-shaped smudge on our foreheads as a reminder of what we're entering. It's difficult in these times, so Sally has sent out a card with an ash cross smudged on it. And the message inside says, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Turn away from sin and be faithful to Christ." Feeling cheered up yet? Well, the ashen sign helps us remember who we are and from where we come. We are of the earth, created by a loving God who breathed life into our bodies, so we can be a symbol of life and love in the world. It's also a sign that reminds us that we are mortal, that the moments of this life are finite, and that someday we will all return to the earth from which we came. But this is not a walk of death. We are to pay attention, to spend our moments wisely, to practice being alive in the present, so as not to miss the awe or fail to be grateful for the blessings around us. The cross of ashes also reminds us of how we're connected with each other, a memory that we need more than ever at this time. Every one of us is part of God's creation, brought to life by the same loving God. Each of us is unique and special, contributing our own richness into the world, offering what only we can offer as a part of this lovely tapestry of life. And we are all alike. We all need hearts that beat to send our blood coursing through our bodies. We all need minds that allow us to move our bodies, that learn and ask questions, looking at the world each day with new curiosity. We all need clean air for our lungs and nutritious food and safe water to make our bodies go. We need to be touched to live. We desire to be secure and loved and free. And we have a profound hope that all we love will be able to live in a world at peace. Each of us are mortal. All of us will someday return to the earth. So at the start of Lent, we remember that this is a beautiful season, given to us as a gift to remind us that life is a series of rhythms. Pardon me for paraphrasing that lovely passage in Ecclesiastes, but there are times of joy and celebration, of discipline and penitence. There's a time to be outrageously happy and a time to be appropriately sad. There's time for consumption and time for abstinence. For everything there is a season. The ashes also remind us that life is much too important to travel it alone. God walks with us every step of the way, and we know that we need earthly partners and companions to be with us as we journey through the ups and downs, the highs and lows, the moments of thrilling joy and of wounding sorrow. The ashes remind us that we are all connected and that we all need each other. So we can give up something, or maybe take on a burden. These are good things to do in a time of Lent. But Jesus invites us into something deeper. He asks us what we treasure. Jesus gets to the heart of the matter because he knows that how we spend our moments is how we will spend our lives. We may feel that a year's lockdown has been a waste of time, full of missed and lost opportunities. But Jesus does not look on it like that. He sees that every year we are given this great gift, a time to perhaps stocktake in a spiritual sense, a time when we can retreat from our busy surfaces to consider the still depths of our lives. That doesn't literally mean going away to a mountain or monastery, and let's face it, even if it did, we couldn't do that at the moment. And when we can do it, I think our first desire will be to spend time with friends and family, not alone. But what we can do is think about what matters. We can ask ourselves the question Jesus poses to us in this time of Lent. What do we treasure? And as we do that, Jesus will be walking alongside us. His path will take him and us to the foot of the Good Friday cross. We will see his death and once again be reminded that we are dust, and to dust we will return. But this is not a walk of death. Life does not end on Good Friday. The empty tomb of Easter Sunday lies in wait. Following Jesus means that the God who breathed life into us when we were created out of dust will breathe life into us again when we return to that dust. It's worth surrounding ourselves with those thoughts as we consider what our greatest treasure is. So as we enter these 40 days, my prayer is that we will walk with, lean on, and rest in the Jesus who created us, who gives us life and calls us to love all our days. So I wish you a Lent that brings you comfort and peace.